The Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles get ready to meet up for the third time this season, with so much more on the line this week as they head into the NFC Championship game. And I got a chance to catch up with the players and the coaches to hear what they had to say about some key things going into this third matchup with the Eagles.
Hey, Coach. In these two playoff games, have you seen this offense grow a little bit more? And if so, how?
I think just the level of focus throughout the week it's really picked up. Like, I think we limped through that last couple of games. Once you know you're in the playoffs, it can be a bit of a challenge, whether you're going to be the sixth seed, whatever. You're like, all right, we're in. And as soon as we got into the playoffs, you felt the energy, the focus pick up, the attention to detail throughout walkthroughs, practice, every rep, guys asking on their own to get another look at it, not being coach driven. So I think the preparation and the focus going into the playoffs and throughout the playoffs so far has really increased.
Big game coming up this week. You had one of your main guys go down. You stepped right in. Could you just talk a little bit about, stepping in last week and just moving on to the NFC Championship game?
Yeah, you hate to see one of your guys go down, especially when it's one of your leaders in the room. And so we praying for Sam and hoping he have a speedy recovery. And it just speaks to our room and the next man up mentality. And so you got to stay prepared because you never know when that moment will come. So it was a good feeling to get in there, especially to get the win. That was the biggest thing.
When you saw Cosby go down, what was your mindset as you got to go in?
Yeah, I instantly went to thinking about him, man, and hoping he was going to be all right. And after that, it's just, I really didn't know what the situation was going to be. But when they told me it was me, just, Coach Tomlin used to say, cut your eyelids off of your blinker. So it's just no time for blinking. Just got to get it done. Going against a tough front this week, tough environment, tough team. Like you said, we played them 3 times. They know us, we know them. And so just got to try to play together as a unit and, try to execute at a high level.
What are some keys this week?
You named it. Like this time of year, you're talking run game and time of possession and, being good on possession down situations, being good in the red zone. So it'll be some of the same things, executing in those moments, third downs and staying out of, being positive on first and second down. And those are ways you can, extend drives, give your defense a break. And, it's just, that's how you play complementary football.
What do you like about this offensive team going in this week against the Eagles? But this team overall, what do you like about this team going in this week?
Honestly, this is probably the best team, that I've played on, in all sports. I mean, it's just from the top to the bottom, the environment that, AP and Coach Quinn have created around here. And just, so I think it's just the competitiveness that we have and the hunger that we have. And we really just believe in each other. So, it's, we respect our opponents and we know it's going to be tough, but we just stick to our process and come in and just try to work those things so we can execute when it's time.
Is that what Coach Quinn is preaching this week? It's just stay true to the process, or what is his message for this team?
Most definitely. I feel like it takes me back to when we got here in OTAs and he was talking about treating it then like championship week, so I don't think he's wavered from that, and we came in every week with the same process. So when you treat every week like championship week, the moment's never too big.
Hey, Tyler, Coach Quinn always talks about just stay true to what the process is and what you've been doing. Talk a little bit about that, about not changing anything really much, playing Philadelphia for the third time.
Yeah, just being us. It's going to always come down to owning last scrimmage and executing and take care of the ball.
Hey, Brandon, playing in your first NFC Championship game as a rookie, just talk to me about just this opportunity that you see playing in the championship game.
Yeah, we're blessed and everybody's grateful to be in this position. Be able to come together and grow like we did and be able to be in this position is great. But yeah, everybody treats us like another week, and it's grateful to be able to play another week of football that we're very happy about. We're treating us just like another game, preparing ourselves to go to war on Sunday.
Hey, Jayden, over the last few games and everything, how have you seen this offense evolved, and in what way have you seen them evolve?
I don't want to say evolved. I would just say, we're just trying to play clean football, give ourselves the best opportunity to go out there and win games. Whether that's me trying to not have negative plays on first and second down when we drop back to throw the ball and stuff's not there, or be able to just all be on the same page, whether it's the run game or everything. We're just trying to play clean football and give ourselves the best chance.
He's unbelievable. From the moment he's gotten here, he's very much been about the process, always wanting to learn, absorbing as much information as he can. So for guys like myself, like Jeff, like Sam that are all in the quarterback room, it's really just like, hey, here's what we see, here's what we think, and he can take tidbits here and there and use it. But he's been very, very, very cool, calm, and collected, and it's fun to watch.
Talk a little bit about this team as you head into the NFC Championship game. You all had to take care of the Detroit team up there in the hostile environment with that noise, but you're playing Philadelphia for the third time. Just talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, obviously it's going to, the preparation this week has to be, got to be on point, got to be locked in. I think, when it comes to the game, offensively we have to, stay on schedule, try to avoid, negative plays, make sure we stay in second and manageable, third and manageable, fourth and manageable, and just go out there and play with a lot of energy and just have fun. We know Philly got a really good defense, all across the board from, line to linebackers to the back end, really good defense. So like I said, we got to, be able to stay ahead, stay on schedule offensively, obviously, protect the football and protect our quarterback, and we'll give ourselves a chance.
What we have to do is just make sure we're disciplined up front. All right, we're ready to flow at the second level. And then the thing that I think he does better than anybody in the league, nobody talks about his home run ability, but he breaks the middle field safety off, okay? If you don't take a confident angle, if you take a touchdown angle, he runs past you. Or if you take a overconfident angle, he cuts it back. So you have to be able to get to his inside hip in a confident way and get him down. If not, you're not going to make the tackle. So, we have to, it's 11-man football to stop this man. And if you don't do it, you're going to see those explosive runs, which you've seen against everybody else.
Hey, Coach, when you look at the aggressive play of this defense, they really stood up as a team last week. And could you talk a little bit about the defensive front and what you saw from them headed into this week's championship game?
I think last week they did a nice job of getting the quarterback off the spot. We wanted to, from a back end standpoint, we wanted to give them a cloudy picture and understanding that was going to make give the defensive line a chance to get to their second rush. You know what I'm saying? This week is more of, all right, we got to do whatever we have to do to keep Saquon from hitting those explosive runs. And so, like I said, it's 11-man football. The guys up front stay in the gap, knock people back, and consistently do it. Like you said, we bottom him up a little bit, but then he breaks the big one. We can't allow the big one to break.
Talk a little bit about this defensive line last week. Really stood up against those running backs last week. You got another one this week. What are some keys this week as far as for this unit overall?
We got to set edges. Got to set great edges and be violent at the point of attack and get off blocks and just dominate the run game.
I think just being able to create 5 turnovers is huge. It's one of the things that we preach here is the ball is life, and for us to finally be able to put together a performance where we're able to create that many turnovers in a game, it was fun to be a part of, and I think that we can continue doing that moving forward.
With a good group of O-line guys that they have, you can't kind of be questioning yourself or doubting yourself. So it's just making sure that we get off the ball, playing physical, and being decisive with what we do.
That this defense really stood up front. What did you see that you all did as far as your aggression and your attacking that can spill over this week?
I think it's just, when we had those successful moments, everybody was doing their job. And I think, guys was playing really decisive and didn't quit on, the mission at hand. So if we can bring that over to the next game, I think that gives us a really good shot.
And Coach Quinn was talking about as far as staying in the gaps, Coach Witt did too, staying true to your assignments. Did you see that happening a lot last week?
Yes, I did. And it was times, obviously, like I said, we're not perfect.
we had some mistakes and Detroit had some key moments, but I think a lot of times too we did that and we was able to play lights out defense.